2014. På ett stimmigt café i Täby slår sig Olof Lundh ner med domaren Jonas Eriksson för att spela in det första avsnittet av podcasten Lundh. Förlagan är Ekots lördagsintervju och ambitionen är att ge svensk fotbolls största namn möjligheten att berätta sin historia. Men även att få svar på brännande frågor och dra loss en nyhetsrubrik eller två. Efter premiärgästen Jonas Eriksson har profiler som Henrik Rydström, Lotta Schelin, Ole Gunnar Solskär, Marta, Lennart Johansson och Ståle Solbacken stannat till vid Olof Lundhs mikrofon. Och nu, efter 6 år, drygt 250 avsnitt och mer än 14 miljoner lyssningar tar podcasten Lundh klivet ut på livescenen. Plats på scen med andra ord för kvällens värld. Välkomna Olof Lundh!
Lite speciellt, jag är ju född och uppvuxen i Lund och finns det en slags rivalitet med Uppsala så att det är lite extra laddat och också kul att ta ut podden live. Jag vanligtvis sitter jag kanske i någon skrubb eller i något omklädningsrum och med 2 små mikrofoner med en person och matar på i 1,5 timme. Det här blir lite annorlunda och det är dessutom skönt att slippa ringa. Det samtal jag ringde till Per Zetterberg när vi hade kört en 90 minuters podd. Det är något tekniskt fel så det var inget kvar att köra en gång till. Det slipper jag ju här. För det är bara live som gäller och jag har tagit fasta på lite Uppsala fotboll så att vi tänkte börja med kvällens första gäst som vi...
Pretty intensely about it and then that night it kind of dawned on me, like, I had a game and I wasn't allowed to play, so this isn't a joke, it's not playing a prank on me, this is real. And it sunk in then, and then it really hit hard when the Sirius had the press conference. That's when it hit me really hard. And it was like, boom, facts.
How was it? I guess journalists called you and tried to get a hold.
A lot of journalists were calling me, a lot of people were calling me, but I didn't pick up my phone at all. I didn't feel like talking to anybody.
Who was your support? Did you have anyone?
In the first moment, yes. My missus is sitting in the front row. Glenn is sitting next to her. I had a couple other friends that were by my side, and a few other friends that were in the city. But for the most part, you know, I kind of like turned into a hermit crab for a little bit, just to wait for everything to happen. I mean, I was getting horrible messages from people all around the country, calling me a cheater, saying, I mean, that's what upset me the most, is I was being called a cheater, that there's no way I could have been that good. You know, a few of them came from Gordon itself, probably because they're upset that we beat them. But I was being called a cheater, because no one knew what was going on. And so, for me, that hurt the worst. I mean, I love this game so much. There's nothing I would do to disrupt this game, ever, in any context. And to be called a cheater really upset me.
How did the coaches, Kim Bergstrand, Thomas Lagerlöf, how did they handle it?
I didn't speak too much with them really. I had well wishes from both of them. They both, you know, wished me well, and they told me if there was anything I need or something, I could call them anytime. But like I said, ever since when the press conference hit, it was, for me, it was like, here's the team, and then the press conference came out, I'm over here now. Like it's, and that's how I felt. So I kind of just.
Who told you to stay away? Because Sirius version is that your agent kind of kept you.
On the press conference?
Yeah.
No. I was invited to the press conference, and I actually showed up to. I was at the door, and I knocked on the door, and Lucas, who does the photographer, he opened the door and cracked it open, and was just like, "Oh yeah, they think it's better if you're not here." And I was like, "Okay, I mean, all right, that's the decision." And in my head, I'm like, "Okay, I didn't feel like being in front of cameras with this right now, anyways." And so I take a walk to my friend's house. It was a long walk. I just wanted to be alone, breathe. And then when I get to my friend's house, she tells me, did you, oh my God, did you hear what happened? I said, no, I'm guessing they said this is what happened, you know? And she transcribed it for me. I was like, aha, now I know why they didn't want me in the press conference. So
because they kind of dropped you.
I mean, that's putting it nicely. I mean, I was told my career would be over, but yeah, I have a contract, so.
Did they pay up the contract?
Nope. No.
How did, I mean, you were part of a team every day grinding in, how did your teammates reach out?
Oh, they're there. They spoke to me periodically. Some lived in the building. I had the support from all of them. The most I got was that they were upset that I won't be able to be in goal, but they supported me very, very well for what, I don't know what they were told in the locker room behind closed doors, but I know when I would pass them in the hallway or if I'd see them in the city, it was nothing but love from them.
First you got a suspension of 1 year, and then both you and Doping Commission challenged it, and it turned out to be 2 years. How did you reason when you challenged it?
I didn't. I sank lower than the bottom possibly could be. It was literally a living nightmare for me.
Today, recreational drugs will not be punished as hard as it was for you. How do you feel about that?
I mean, personally, I don't have no feelings on it at all, really. I mean, my situation is done, so it doesn't really concern me. Do I wish things could be differently? Possibly, but I think it's for the sport itself, on the whole and across the world. I think it's a smart choice on them.
Now you're back to football. How many times during these 2 years did you think, I'll quit football?
All the time.
Why did you keep going?
My kids, my support group, my missus, and then I'm not a quitter. I mean, plain and simple. I mean, there was times that I went beyond trying to quit in these 2 years, but I don't know. I mean, I'm bred differently. I'm a different breed, and once I got out of the pit of despair, it was more like, okay, now just crawl your way back to the top.
First time you spoke about this in Uppsala Tidning, you used the classic American expression, the club threw me under the bus. I mean, if you talk with serious fans, some people think that you threw the club under the bus.
I mean, I can understand how a fan would feel that way. I mean, I'm a player. I should be more careful, watch where I'm at, watch what I'm doing. But at the same time, I don't think the majority of them know the whole situation to begin with. And a lot of people can say what they want, but I guarantee if they were to know truly everything that's been going on, what's still going on, they'd have a different tune.
What's still going on?
There's still an investigation underway, actually. I don't really want to get into it too much because of that. But I mean, my closest friends and some of them are serious fans. They actually know the majority of the situation, know the majority of what's going on still, and what has happened.
But still, when I booked you as a guest, I got a lot of reaction from serious fans that they wouldn't come because they thought it was bad. You can ruin the season in 2018. And how do you feel when some serious fans feel like that?
I mean, to be honest, I want to say I appreciate that they feel that one man can ruin a game and still the 11 players on the field. I mean, that right there lets me know that they thought I was something of a talent, something of a star for the team. But at the end of the day, football is football. You have 3 keepers, you have 27 players. So, I mean, I apologize if they feel that way, but I don't know how one man, especially a goalkeeper, is not allowed to score goals, can ruin a season.
How has it been living in Uppsala after this?
The first year for me, most of it was personal. Most of it was like my own personal thoughts, my own personal feelings. I did feel bad for the city, for the fans, for the team. So for the first, I'd say half of the season, our first 6 months, I didn't really go out in the city much. I stayed home. If I had to go somewhere, it wasn't until it was dark outside. I kind of felt like a ostrich with his head in the sand. But then, as time went on, different things was going on in my life. I kind of no one's gonna pick you up. Like, this is life. This is your situation. You're in this. You're either gonna stand up and hold your head tall, or you're gonna cower in the back of the corner. So I just held my head up and walked out and started walking around the city and take it day by day. The first
how many games of the series did you watch?
That season, I think I watched the next 3. And then I didn't
immediately after
my suspension, I watched the next. I watched the.
Because there was some horrible howlers from the goalie.
Yeah, so I can see why fans would be upset. But I mean, I watched the game that I was the day they told me. I watched 3 more, and then as the situation was progressing and the messages and people were like emailing me and everything, I kind of just said fuck everything and just didn't watch any football, not even highlights of any football in the world.
What did people write?
Again, like call me a cheat, call me disgusting, saying I'm horrible for the sport. I mean, to be fair, none of it was from Sirius fans. I only felt love from the fans of Sirius, but a lot of the teams in Sweden didn't go so well with that.
Looking back at the situation, what was your responsibility ending up in this situation?
Be more careful where I'm at. I mean, the way that the commission put it is, I have to be even more careful. Like, to be honest, in their eyes, I should have came out here and made sure that this had a lid on it, and make sure that there was no one put on the table except I didn't. I poured it from the faucet. So I mean, I think that, like you asked me earlier about how recreational uses, the rules are changing, and the excuse that I got was, I have to be more careful on where I go and where I'm at and where the drinks come from.
What was it? Where were you when someone put something in your drink or cocaine in your drink?
I was at a party.
Where was that? A private party?
Yeah, definitely. But now, like I said,
my question is, why would someone buy cocaine, which is pretty expensive, and put it in your drink?
I don't know.
But you must have a theory. I mean, it sounds.
I do now. I have a lot of facts now. I just don't want to get into it here. Like I said,
you have facts, but you don't want to tell them.
No, not while there's a police investigation going on now.
There's a police investigation concerning this. That someone. Then there must be a suspect. Is that an answer? It's a nightclub, you have to sleep.
I think my non-answer says enough.
But you say you keep to that version that someone really put something in, because that's everyone who's
everyone has an excuse.
They always bring up that. Why should we believe you?
You don't have to. That's your own opinion. I mean, if I were to come and put all the paperwork and all the reports on the thing, you'd have no choice. But then again, you can say, oh, you don't always believe what you read either. I mean, people go to church and don't and believe in God, but never seen him. I mean, people are entitled to their own opinions when it comes to things, and especially, I feel that athletes get the over-the-top scrutiny when it comes to anything. When it comes to sexual assault, when it comes to partying, when it comes to things that happen behind closed doors, people always assume that no matter what, the athletes have fault.
But I would say most athletes get out pretty unharmed.
I didn't.
No, you're an exception.
And the ones that, and for me, it's. I think it's so easy when, for example, we're on stage right now. We have all these people watching us, and for me, it's so easy to look at me and not look at yourself when I'm sitting on stage. And when it comes to, like, well, you said people believe me or not, it's more or less on the concept: do you want to believe it or you don't want to believe it? Do you want to hold someone accountable? And for example, you said the fans said that are saying that, oh, he ruined the season for me. So someone needs to be held accountable. So no matter what comes up, they've already made a decision, regardless of what I say or what I do. But I can guarantee if any one of those fans were to walk in my shoes for these past 2 years, I guarantee their tune would be singing a lot differently.
One theory that's floating around is that the rivaling supporter put the drug in your drink.
I wouldn't know if there's a rival supporter or not. I mean, I've heard that as well. If it turns out to be a rival supporter, then that's pretty fucked up, in my opinion. I mean, again, I'll have to take it as a good thing that they think that I'm that good, they want to harm me.
But since there's a police investigation, did you go to the police and tell them to investigate this?
You could say that. I wouldn't say that, but you could say that.
I don't understand the difference that I say it and you can't say it.
I mean, I didn't walk into a police station if that's what you asked me.
Did you call them then?
I didn't call the police, I didn't know.
How do you know that there's a police investigation?
Because there's been investigators that have been spoken to.
They've contacted you?
Oh, in a way, yes.
in a way. You're talking in riddles, kind of.
Nah, not riddles. I mean, the lines aren't really drawn in the sand, but I mean, no, I did not walk at the police station. No, I did not call 911. No, but as new evidence came to light, you know, phone calls were made and investigations were opened. Yes.
Okay. How many times have you tried cocaine?
In my life, the time I got put in my drink.
Is that the only time? What did you feel that night?
Not too much. I mean, my family was coming the next day, so for me, whenever my family comes, I'm always anxious anyways. So I didn't sleep much, toss and turn, clean the house. But my daughter and her mom were coming the very next day. So for me, that was all normal, usual routine. So it didn't register until after I failed my test, and then I had to backtrack and see what happened.
But you've never tried cocaine?
No.
Except when someone put it in your drink? Looking back in your career, there's some headlines you can say in Finland and all that. Do you feel that you've taken care of your talent?
No, I don't know. I feel like I've been wasting it. With not being professional, being aggressive, having a fuck it kind of attitude. Letting my talent do the work rather than me personally be professional. I think, like I said, these 2 years was a wake-up call for me. And if you want to ask about my past career, then I have not taken full advantage of my abilities. Hence, that's why I said I know I'll be better playing from here on out.
And how come, why haven't you taken better care of your talent and your opportunities?
Probably because every team I go to, I end up being the best goalkeeper there and the best goalkeeper, or one of the best goalkeepers in the league. And things in my personal life really have been bumpy in themselves. So a small argument in practice can turn into a big argument or a fight. And in the position I was in, I really didn't care what would happen because I knew if they want to keep me off the team, then I'll be able to go to another team.
So you kind of pressed the self-destruct button?
Yeah. My temper was a big cause of a lot of things.
How have you tried to work with that? Or have you just moved on to the next club?
No, these 2 years I've been able to work on a lot of personal things. I mean, after the 1 year got working the 2 years, I don't know, I'm sure most people, maybe it's not any or too many, but I tried to take my own life when everything happened. And from that day forward, after the next day, a lot of things changed inside my head, inside me personally. I had time to think, I had time to reflect, I had time to grow. And when I had moments of doubt, my missus and my family right next to me to let me know I'm thinking stupidly. But you know, when I didn't watch football for like almost a year straight. But I did look at my career. I did speak to mentors that I've had from when I was a young kid. I did speak to mentors I've had from when I was in my career. And they've all said the same thing. They said, you've done everything in your career to not have a career, and yet you still have a career. Why don't you try to keep your career and do something for your career? And I remember my friend Brad said that to me. And from that day forward, that's when, I think it was not even a week after that, is when I told Glenn about I want to do the 16 weeks of hell and be focused since then. My temper, it's still there, but not in a way that it used to be when it comes to football, or it comes to conversations or arguments. My missus always says, just because you know something doesn't mean you have to say it. You know, and I'm the type that wants to say everything. If I feel a certain way, I want to say it. If I think a certain thing, I want to say it. But she told me that I don't always have to say it. I could sometimes just keep my mouth shut. But you know, that was the hardest thing to change in me, because where I'm from, you don't keep your mouth shut. You stand up for what you believe in, you stand up for what you feel, and you need to say it. If you're not being hurt, you need to yell it. But that was the biggest.
Could your clubs have helped you in any way?
As far as my...
Yeah, I mean, all these missteps, I mean... When you talk, I spoke to a former teammate of you, Marianne, and he said there was a small incident and it kind of grew and became bigger and bigger. I mean,
in Marianne, that was a whole different situation, especially when I left the club. They actually screwed me out of a big transfer in a moment in life where I was dealing with custody of my kids and relationship with my kids and his mother. And then they lied to me about it. One thing I don't approve of is being lied to. And being told one thing when I know in fact it's another thing. And they lied to me on a huge transfer, the biggest transfer.
Which club was that?
Meridian, I was going to Örebro.
Oh, you're going to Örebro?
Yeah, I was on trial with Örebro, yeah. And come to find out, the sports manager in our club, his answer to me, I asked him what happened. Even though I already knew the truth, I asked what happened to find out what happened, and he told me, oh, you just weren't good enough. So not only did he lie to me, the excuse was that I wasn't good enough, when that wasn't in fact true. So I went to the club and I told him, you need to release me or trade me or sell me or something. I don't want to be here anymore. And their excuse was, well, so yeah, it was little things like in the locker room, in trainings, on away games, and this is where my unprofessionalism comes in, because I should have just shut up and just ride it out. But at that age and that mindset, I didn't care to ride it. I just want them. If they're gonna treat me like this, I just want to get out there and break my contract.
And he said you were a very talented keeper, but you could be on the Rock-Off Festival drinking beer the day before a game. Or
never day before a game.
2 days before?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's 48.
It's a 48-hour rule.
Yeah, 48.
I learned that my first year as a professional.
Okay, that's the first rule you learned.
Yeah, my coach told me, I remember my first year, I asked him, we had a road trip, and I was like, he's like, oh, you have practice tomorrow. And I was like, okay. I was like, what time's curfew? So I'm like, okay, the coach will tell us. He's like, curfew? He's like, you're a grown man. You have practice this time. If you're not capable of practice, then you don't have a contract, you don't have a job. So just make sure you're able to practice and be ready. I was like, well, curfew, huh? Okay.
So then you went out.
Yeah. And I never had a problem with that. But he always said, one thing he said was there's no alcohol 48 hours before a game. And for me, that's, I don't see nothing wrong with that.
Did you live like that in Sirius too?
No, I didn't live by that book, but if I wanted a drink, I'm going to have a drink.
Looking back to Marianne, you also became best keeper in the league. And why did you succeed there?
To be fair, I don't think they had that good of goalkeepers in the league at the time. I'm just be honest.
Okay,
I think what stood out for me in Finland was one of my strengths is coming up crosses and being vocal and controlling the back line. And I'm very physical when it comes to being in my box. And in Finland, I saw it the first couple of years in Sweden, but like in Finland, keepers are afraid of contact almost in a way. Even I still watch games now in Finland and some in Sweden where there's a ball in the box, and if it's a challenge, the keeper, 8 times out of 10, the keeper's one that goes on the ground. I'm not going on the ground. And you're going to regret coming into me. So I think it was a new thing for them to see someone consistently like that, consistently controlling his box. And we did well as a team. The team was winning games that they were putting us on the map anyway. So I think it's not just what makes you the best keeper. Usually if a player is good or you have a few good players on the team, it makes the whole team better. And when the team's playing better, your eyes are looking at you. And when they look at you, if you watch a game that I'm playing, you're going to hear me. And then if I do good, then it just doubles. It just keeps going better and better and better. So I think that's kind of what it resulted in.
How come you ended up in Finland?
I got injured in MLS, and again had problems with the coaches and with players in the locker rooms and even during the game. And once I got injured, I was told that by the doctors that helped the U.S. national team that I would never be a goalkeeper again. I would never be the same goalkeeper again or anywhere close to it. And so my injury hit, my contract was terminated.
And then you thought I'd go to Finland.
No. I just wanted to play anywhere. I was in trainings with lower league clubs in the States, and the answer I kept getting was, "You're too good to play for us." So we're not going to be able to keep you because you're too good, and that really upset me the most. And then my agent called me one time, and I played a game against Real Madrid before, like a month and a half before I got injured. And he used that highlights from that game. And he had a contact in Finland, and he sent it to him. He's like, oh wow, he's good. And so he shopped it around, and Rydström came back and said, we'll give him an offer right now. And my agent told him, do you want him to come try out first? And they were like, no, we'll sign him off the back. And I told my agent, you give me a contract, I'll show you what I can do. And that's what happened.
You grew up in California, coming to Mariehamn, Finland.
Oh my God.
How was that?
Like Alice in Wonderland, it was completely, it was like completely unreal settings for me, the culture.
Because they speak even less than Swedes.
Yeah, the culture for me was a huge shock. I didn't even know the difference between Sweden and Rydström and Finland. For me, it was just different. It was just Europe, and it's a very small place. But my mom lived she moved to a very small town in Utah once I went to college. So I'm used to small town areas. But for me, the way that their football was, the way that their culture was, the way that their personalities was, it was a huge culture shock for me. And it was, I had some problems adjusting.
I can imagine. What was the biggest challenge?
People staring at me. Where I'm from, if someone looks at you, it's not a big deal. But if someone stares at you, it's like, hey, what's your problem? What you looking at? Take a picture of the last.
You want to go like that?
Did I offend you in some way? Is there a situation you have to handle? And I have a great friend. He's like my brother. His name's Mike. He's American, but he has lived there. When I met him, he had lived there for I think 8 or 9 years. And I remember we were watching, I think the Europa League or the Euro Cup, I think. And he heard me speak in English, and so he came and talked to me. And at the time, I was in an argument with one of my teammates over something stupid. And he's like, hey, let me talk to you. He's like, hey, these people are different out here. I can see you're an American like me. I was like, where are you from? He's like, Florida. I said, nah, I'm from the West Coast. We're not the same. And he's telling me like, no, you gotta calm down. And at that time, some guy walked by and was just like, and I was like, what are you looking at, man? He's like, yo, calm down. He's like, you're the goalkeeper, you're American, you have tattoos all over your body. He's like, they're curious. They don't see people like you too much. I was like, what, they don't see black people? He's like, no, man, no. You're a foreigner, you're American, you're like something, like a commodity, you're something new. And people are going to be interested. And he's like, the people stare. It's not a bad thing, not a good thing. They're just, that they see something like window shopping, they look, oh, that's what it is. So that was, I think, for me, was the hardest thing to adjust to, is being stared at and being okay with it.
Did you experience any racism?
No, none. My teammates did, and he was African, and the funny thing is we were standing right next to each other. So I kind of got a little offended, in a way, like, wait a minute, why do you get it and I don't? And so I got a little mad, and as the years went on, I think since I've been in Scandinavia, I've only experienced racism one time, and that was the first year I was with AFC. We were on a road trip. We were playing against Gothenburg in the cup, and I remember it was like second half, and as I had a free kick, I was offside. I had a free kick close to the stands, and there wasn't too many people in the crowd. And I set the ball down, and I backed up to hit it, and before I could run up, some guy yells, "Go back to Africa, you monkey!" And I stopped. I was like, I'm from America. I started, all the fans were like this, and I picked him up, he was standing by himself. And so we finished, I just laughed, and the fans laughed at him when I said that. And after the game, some of the Gothenburg fans came by and apologized for it. And like, yeah, we kicked him out of the stadium, that's not right, it shouldn't be like that. And that's the only racism I've ever experienced in Scandinavia since, 2011. So aside from where I grew up, I experience it almost every day.
Growing up in the States, San Bernardino, tough neighborhood.
I didn't realize that until I left.
Okay. Gang culture because you were used to it?
Yeah, because I grew up in it. A lot of gangs, a lot of bikers, a lot of cartel stuff, a lot of racism. But growing up, you knew which areas to stay away from. Yeah, some of your friends may do things, but you know who they are as people. And then when I first left, I went to Canada, and then I was in Canada for a year before I came home. When I came back home, I was like, guys, I don't think it's supposed to be like this. I don't think this is how life's supposed to be. We need to be different. We need to change things. So that's when I started realizing each year I went away, and I was evolving as a person and seeing the world and seeing different people, different cultures. Every time I go back to San Bernardino, it's the exact same, and it's actually gotten worse. And so,
You're not moving back?
No. And that's the thing. Up until about maybe 5 years ago, I was like, I want to retire, move and buy a house in San Bernardino and this and that. And then I was like, I woke up in the morning, I was like, man, hell no, that's just stupid. That's just stupid.
How come you started playing football or soccer, as you say?
Oh, that's a funny story. I was trying to beat up my brother.
You tried to beat?
I was trying to beat up my brother.
Oh, you tried to beat?
No.
You tried to beat up a lot of people.
Me and my brother used to fight a lot. And it's like almost like UFC fights. Even as a kid, you're full on fist, don't matter where, getting beat up pretty bad. And one time he got away. My mom was at work. He got away and he came back like 2 hours later, and I was waiting for him. And he got off his bike, and I was like getting ready to go after him. And he like holds his hand up, no, wait. And he had a handful of candy. And I'm like, okay, he doesn't have no money, he didn't steal that. I was like, where'd you get the candy from? He's like, I don't know, a group of guys are playing some sport where you're, kicking the ball around. I was like, okay, show me. So we rode our bikes, and there was a football team huddled up on the field. And I was like, is that them? And he said, yeah. I said, okay. You sure? He's like, yeah. So I put my bike down and walked right up on the field, walked in the middle of the huddle. I was like, excuse me. All the kids looking at me like I'm crazy. And I was like, are you the coach? He's like, yes. I said, Thomas, that's my brother's name. Thomas, come here. He's like, is this him? He's like, yes. I said, hey, you gave him candy. You have to give me candy. Because my mom said everything has to be even. And they're all looking at me like I'm crazy. He asked how old I was. I told him I was 10. And he said, can you play soccer? I was like, I never played before in my life. He's like, well, can you catch a ball? I said, of course I can catch a ball. I mean, basketball, American football. He's like, okay, you want some candy? I said, yeah. He said, go stand in goal. And after practice, he's like, don't let the ball pass you. Whatever you do, don't let the ball pass you. And I said, okay, well, what about my candy? He's like, yeah, you'll get it afterwards. I was wearing flip-flops, a tank top and shorts. So he asked his wife to take off her shoes, to let me wear her shoes, and got gardening gloves out of the back of his truck. And so I got in goal and practiced, and he took me and my brother home, talked to my mom. He asked if he said he saw something in me, some natural talent that he wanted to play for his team. My mom explained to him we couldn't afford anything. He's like, no, it's my team. I want to play. I know. And my mom was like, ask him if he wants to. And I was like, yeah, I have fun. I'll play. So I played, and he sent me to goalkeeper camp 2 summers in a row. And now I'm sitting here talking to you.
You finally reached MLS and you played for LA Galaxy. How come the career didn't take off in the US since you had all the time?
Again, my attitude and not. I feel like I already paid my dues and I wasn't getting what I deserved, so I was acting out. And then when the injury come, there's an opportunity for teams to say, okay, we're done with this guy.
Did you pick a fight with Beckham?
No, Beckham was an amazing guy. He helped me so much while in my time at the Galaxy. He actually gave me a great talk after my first game in MLS. It was just, my agent at the time was horrible. He was an agent more for the league than he was for the players.
How was it to be part of a team? The MLS is very different, where you have the superstar who makes $5-6 million, and then you have
or 55.
and then you have average players making $40,000, $30,000 a year.
Was 32.
How is it to play with those big differences?
For me at that time, football was football. Money, I always make sure that I have an apartment in my contract, always. But for me personally, football was football. But there were guys on the team that had an issue with it and didn't understand it. But for me, as long as I got to play, I didn't care. I just wanted to play and show what I can do, show what I was capable of. And when I see guys that are earning that much money, there's a couple guys that I don't think deserved it because they didn't show it on the field or in the locker room. But when I'm playing with like Abel Xavier and David Beckham, players like Landon Donovan, there's so much about being a footballer that I learned from them. There's so much talent that I picked up from them, so much football knowledge that I picked up from them that the discrepancy never really mattered to me. It didn't matter to me until I was told I wasn't good enough for something. I think there was a sponsorship on the table, and I asked about it, and then my agent said, "Oh, you're not good enough." And I was like, "Well, these guys have contract and they don't even play. I'm playing." So, you know, I let my ego and my pride get in the way a lot. And I think that's where that problem came in. And I found out after I got injured, up until my injury, I had a red card in the game, and up until the red card in the cup final, I was booked to come into the national team camp and to be called in there. I guess they were watching me for the last year and a half, and I didn't even know that. And so, you know, I got down on myself again, and a lot of woulda, shoulda, couldas, and so again, I got my own way.
Listening to you feels that you've blown a couple of chances through your career. Will you take this chance with FC?
Without a doubt. You'll see when the season starts and I'm playing. For sure, 100%. There's no doubt.
How come that you can be that confident after the history?
Because I know what I'm capable of, I know what I've been through, and I know where I want to go. These last 2 weeks of training, I couldn't explain how it felt being on the field, as far as it felt like I was a little kid again. And my ability that came with it, you know, like I said, I impressed myself. It's not only like, of course I still have it, of course I can still play, but the way that my brain thinks on the field, aside from that, what I do off the field now, and how I manage my time off the field, how I manage my personal time off the field.
Have you stretched the 48-hour limit for alcohol to 72?
To be honest, that was the first beer I've had in a long time. That's why I'm coming on stage with you. Yeah, I mean, if anything, I'll have a cognac with that. I mean, like I said, up until that beer, it's been a while since I've drank. I don't care to do. There's no reason. I've been to all the clubs. I've been to all the parties.
No parties in Eskilstuna.
I mean, you can always find a party. That's one thing that everybody knows. But no, I mean, for me, I'm on a mission. And you have to prove people wrong. You have to prove myself wrong. To prove that all my sacrifices with being away from my kids, being away from my family back home, missing birthdays, missing deaths, missing weddings, for me, it's about proving myself wrong, that it wasn't just a waste. I don't want to look back 10 years from now and be like, man, you just wasted all that. You could have had a real opportunity. Now I'm given another chance to continue that journey, and I know for a fact I will succeed.
Are you glad that Sirius is not in the same league?
No, I think they're kind of happy, actually. I look forward to the day I play against them again.
You want to play against
Sirius? Yeah.
Will you celebrate the nice
No. I respect the game too much for that. I respect the football, the unwritten rules in football.
After your 4 or 5 years of playing, will you stay in Sweden?
I don't know. I mean, if you ask me right now, I could say yes. But I mean, it also depends on where football takes me and what opportunities come up. And I'm looking at my son come out here. I'd rather him play in Europe rather than MLS.
Yeah, your son, you say, is a talent.
Oh, yeah, he's very good.
Central defender. Something from Henrik Rydström to snap up.
I can send him videos. Yeah, I mean, living in the States, I only knew San Bernardino. And I don't feel like moving to a different state. So if I move back to the States, it'd be Southern California. It wouldn't be in San Bernardino, but it'd be in a surrounding city. And to be honest, it's not worth it. Because I know what lies back there for me. I know what type of people are going to be around me. I know what type of environment I'm going to be in. And when I retire, I want to still be involved with football, and I want to have an influence on it. And I want to be in a place where my kids would always want to come to. And I mean, both my kids always want to come to where I'm at, but I don't want to put them in an environment where I ask them to go to the store and they have to worry about someone randomly shooting at the store, you know? So I think for the most part, I probably will reside in Sweden.
A lot of shootings in Sweden nowadays too.
Yeah, they shoot them in the kneecaps and stuff. It's not I mean, I'm talking about people walking up in the parking lot and shooting people in the back of the head or shooting the whole store up. You know, it has gotten worse here, but I mean, like I said, like I grew up, I'll give you a story. For example, I'm living with my dad, and it's about 8 or 9 o'clock, it's bedtime for us. I think we're like 12 or something. And I go to bed, and there's a bunch of shooting going on. So I'm terrified. I jump out, I was in the bunk bed, I was on the top bed. So I jump out of bed, and I crawl to my dad's room, I bang on the door. And he's like, what, aren't you supposed to be in bed? And I was like, Dad, they're shooting. Word for word. It's on the next street, go back to bed. So, I mean, that's not an environment I want my kids to be in at all. I don't want to have that worry.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Thank you.
I should have the sign to show 2 or 3 minutes. We have some questions from the audience, and one question is, you played together for a time with Kingsley Safo. What did you know about what was going on?
Nothing actually. There's nothing I knew. From my experience, from me knowing him, he's a great guy, and I can't believe this is actually a situation that he's in himself.
But were you shocked after he was sentenced to prison?
Oh, definitely, extremely shocked.
One other question, why were you at the party just days before the game?
48 hours. I mean, I'm a social guy. Everybody that knows me knows I'm social.
Was it given for you to continue playing football?
What do you mean?
And was it a certainty for you to keep on playing? Did you feel that you had to keep on playing?
Like that I felt pressure to keep playing?
Now, why were you so going through 2 years suspension and still keep on playing?
The people around me, they know how much I love the game, how much I know, how my knowledge of the game is, and this is what I'm made to do. I'm made to be a keeper, and anybody that's seen me play can attest with their own eyes that there's something there with this guy, that this is what he's supposed to be doing.
Thank you very much. Those were the questions. And now we take a break for en paus helt enkelt. Klassisk paus, 15 minuter, och sen är vi tillbaka med Henrik.